to lift it up, to be we the people of the United States. I come at it from faith, but where we meet is the Constitution. We have got to be the community and end the unpatriotic lie that we have to be afraid of each other. The only security we have is in knowing each other, being together. We the people will be better. Better for the economy, better for our churches, better for our schools, better for anything you can think about. So let's do it now. All right. Now with that, let's open it up because we're curious and oh my gosh, we used. Okay, can we run 5 minutes over? Do you mind?
Okay.
That's okay. Sí, se puede? Okay, gracias. Okay, and if you have to go, we understand. Okay, question in the back.
Thank you. I have a lot of questions based on that presentation. I'd like
pick one, because we only have a short period of time.
Well, here's the problem. At the beginning of your presentation, you made a comment saying, "Oh, our immigration system is so old and it's so outdated. We need to spruce it up. We need a 21st century solution." We're all here in a church. Are we about to say that the Bible is so old and so outdated that we need a 21st century solution?
Okay, you're forgetting. Excuse me. This is about immigration reform, so I'm happy to discuss why it's broken for economic purposes. The reason we're in the church is because our church teaches us in Catholic social teaching, maybe you're unaware of it, but in Catholic social teaching, it's all about living the gospel in our lives. And Pope Francis just said 3 days ago that the issue of immigration is one of the key issues of our time. So we're sticking with that. Is there a network YouTube channel? No, but it's a good idea. We should be. Yeah, we should be. Our networklobby.org has all the information up about the current bill. It has, as amendments come up on the floor starting June 10th, we'll stay on top of it and be able to alert you to which amendments are okay, which we ought to work against. It's going to be a lot of action that week of June 10th. So. But YouTube, we talked about it, we just haven't done it. We need to do it. Okay, all right. Economics and time, but it's a great idea. Thank you for it. Yeah, thank you.
Hi, my name is Ibole, and I just want to express the concern that we mostly have from the African community.
Good.
It's about the diversity visa.
Yep.
I see in the paper you said we want to enhance the present diversity visa. The diversity visa is what's being great for
Absolutely, it's
so
fabulous.
We don't specifically want to ask for a visa for Africans.
Right.
Most likely because our spiritual upbringing tells us that we are all one. So if we ask for diversity visa for everyone, we will benefit.
Yes.
As it
yes.
has been. So do you have, is there a version out there that is a visa, or is it going to be hard?
Okay, the question is about a diversity visa. What this is a provision in current law that allows for underrepresented populations to be able to get visa numbers to get into the United States, which really has been important for African nations and folks that are caught in a variety of situations. One of the problems of the current bill is that they are trying to use many of those numbers in another way. And so that's why the Interfaith Immigration Coalition and Justice for Immigrants, which is the Bishop's project, is working to restore or improve, we hope, the diversity visas. There's work to be done on this. It is a more complex technical issue, so I speak less about it, but it is very important to know that many nations have, and our nation seriously benefits from that by having a variety of people welcomed in. So thank you for raising it. What you will need to do is to look, it's expected the week of June 10th that an amendment may come to the floor that we would want to support to bring it back. But it's going to be a fight. We may lose some of these, but at least we'll get comprehensive immigration reform. Yes.
I work for the Orange County Public Schools.
Oh yeah. Stand up if you could.
I'm sorry. I work for the Orange County Public School System, and we are the 10th largest school system in the nation.
Wow.
We have over 62 languages spoken in the district. What myself and many of my colleagues cannot understand, and maybe you can help us with this, why, after we work so hard with so many students to try to help them gain past the FCAT,
Oh my gosh. Amen.
and move toward graduation, graduate, and they have all of this time, talent, and taxpayer dollars
Right.
already invested in them. Why is there that opposition to permitting them to go to college?
Isn't that the biggest puzzle in the world? Okay, so I think part of it is even though they hear the reality, they don't experience the stories. And what we've done on the bus is met so many young people who are just ready, eager to move ahead with lives and contribute to our nation. Now, in this current bill is the best version of the DREAM Act that it has ever been. So it will help with this. Now, each state's going to have to work on the financing issue, and I understand recently your state legislature voted down again in-state tuition, but always. But at least if we can get a step forward to get what's part of this bill, the DREAM Act, passed in this bill, then they will not only have temporary protected status, which is what Dreamer's going to have now, they will actually get permanent residency quickly and not have to do as much waiting in line as the other undocumented. If you qualify as in the DREAM Act, it's a more speedy process, and therefore will have more likelihood of being able to get to college and keep contributing to our nation. This morning we met this amazing 16-year-old who Ida, who had just gotten her DACA papers, her papers for temporary status, protected status, and she had gotten her driver's license, and she spoke to us about how fearful she has been for her parents driving to work because they could get stopped. They don't have papers. And so she is now the chauffeur for her parents. She takes her parents to and from work so that they will be safe. She's responsible for the shopping. She's responsible to take her younger brother, who is a U.S. citizen, to the doctor. She's the one who is responsible at 16. So we need to make sure that all of these responsible families are cared for and can participate. I mean, they're participating in our society. They're doing essential jobs. We got to get them into so that they can be fully in the sunlight. Yeah.
I just want to mention that it's good to know that in this report,
Okay. Yeah. Why don't you?
the one that is going to be discussed now in the Senate, and 1231, December 31st, 2011 is going to be the deadline.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
anybody that came in after that is not going to.
We're still going to have troubles.
So it's going to be very important to know that, because a lot of people, came out. Second, I would like to know what they do in regards to the other churches that are Pentecostal, etc. All these churches that can participate in a coalition or the coalition. Do you make the outreach to the other churches so that they can participate in those?
Absolutely. Okay, so the 2 points is, one is to know that in this current bill, the cutoff for being in the United States to adjust status as an undocumented person would be you're going to have to prove residence here by December 31st, 2011. Okay, so that's going to be a challenge. The other thing you need to know is that there's significant fines, fees, back taxes, proofs. So there's going to be a lot of work to help people qualify for this. This is not amnesty. This is not easy. This is going to be hard, arduous. We're also going to need to enhance our ESL classes, our English as a Second Language classes, as well as our civic classes for immigrants, because those are all going to be requirements to move through the process. So we're going to have some time, but we're going to have to really make this better. The second one was, the churches. Okay, In Washington, D.C., we work within the Catholic Coalition, which is Justice for Immigrants. We also work within the Interfaith Immigration